behavior management tools for your whole classroom. There are a mess of them out there. And you want to know which ones work best and which ones work not so best. And the answer to that is kind of complicated. Are you ready to dive in? Here we go. Hi, my name is Angie, and today we are talking about behavior management tools for your entire classroom. What works, what doesn't. And today I'm going to be giving you some little tips and tricks and hacks that are going to help you when it comes to this problem. Because if you don't have good behavior management of your students, especially teaching kindergarten and first grade, they're going to eat you alive. I know adult teachers who teach in the older grades that they would not step into a kindergarten classroom because those kindergartners scared them. Why? Because they can get wild and they can get out of control. And if you are not the boss of your classroom, then everything just goes to kaput, right? So back in my day, when I first started teaching a bazillion years ago, there was a thing called assertive discipline. Assertive discipline essentially was if a student wasn't doing what they needed to do, their first warning was you wrote their name on the board. Then if they continued to not do that, then you gave them a check mark. Then there are so many things wrong with that system. So many things wrong with that system. First of all, extremely punitive. Second of all, extremely not specific to any behavior. Like if a kid kept talking, then you give them a check mark. And if they argued with them, you just gave them a check mark. It was so not good for kids, especially kindergartners and first graders. But my district mandated it. We went to trainings for it. We were like assessed on how we used it. And you might have a system in your district that you have to do. But let me just encourage you to take it and tweak it so that it fits you and your students. Because every year, a class has its own personality. And things that you used last year that worked super good, now they don't work at all, right? And so you're always kind of adjusting what you're doing. So that was kind of a complex system. One system that is super great is the marble jar. The marble jar is amazing. You know, when they do something right, you put a marble in. When the marble jar is filled up, then they get a reward. It's visual, it's auditory, it's awesome. All right. It is a great step in the direction of having good classroom management. Now let's, for a second though, talk about the marble jar as a tool. No classroom management tool is going to work unless you teach it to nauseam. To nauseam, all right? Especially in kindergarten and first grade. Those guys, they don't even know what be quiet means. They don't even know what be quiet means at all, all right? So you have to be explicit with what you want them to do. You have to tell them what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it smells like, what it tastes like. I'm getting a little carried away, but you get the idea. So when I use the marble jar, I would do something like, I am looking for tables that are ready. I know that you're ready because you are sitting in your seat on your bottom with your hands in front of you looking at me. We are ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I would find tables that are ready. I'm like, ooh, red group, you guys just earned us a marble. Whoop, whoop. Can I get a whoop, whoop from the red group? Whoop, whoop. Nice job. And blue group, awesome. Can I get a whoop, whoop from the blue group? Marble going in. Blue group, you just turned us a marble. Awesome. Yellow group is almost ready. We're waiting. Green group. Green group, you are ready. Can we get a whoop whoop for the green group? They're ready. Whoop whoop. Marble going in. And yeah, now we're all ready. Everybody, whole class ready? Whoop, whoop. Marble going in. Yes, that did work. But what are the steps to that? You have to practice that. You have to say, kindergartners, today I'm going to show you how to get marbles in this marble jar. You will want marbles in this marble jar because you know what's going to happen when marbles are filled up all the way to the top. We are going to get an extra recess. Oh yeah. Extra recess with nobody else out there. Can I get an oh yeah? Oh yeah. Extra recesses are so fun because the teacher goes out there. She will help you swing. She will be in the soccer game. She will be playing basketball. She will be on the monkey bars. We will be having the best time ever with just our class out on the playground for a whole 10 minutes. Just us. It is going to be the best. But we have to earn it. And here's how we're going to earn it. One thing that I am going to want you guys to do a lot is to be able to get back to your seat quickly and to put your eyes on me. All right? So we are going to practice that. I want everyone to stand up, push in your chair. Excellent. Red group, I want you to go kind of stand over there. Thank you for walking. Blue group, I want you to stand up and I want you to walk over there. Fine. Nice. Green group, same over there. Now see how you're all kind of scattered about. Let's pretend that you're doing something. I'll say, class, class, and you'll say, yes, yes, and I will say, please return to your seat quickly as we have a visitor or as we have something more to do, or we have the next step of this fun activity, or we are ready to clean up, and I am looking for groups that are ready, and I am giving marbles. Okay, so when you hear I am giving marbles, you need to get back to your seat. All right, listen for the directions. So, class, I am looking for groups that are ready. I know that you are ready when you are walking to your seat, sitting in your seat with your hands like this, and your eyes are on me. Red group, I want to see you do that. Everyone else freeze. Red group, go ahead. Red group, please come over and sit in your seat. Walk to your seat. Sit in your seat. Put your hands together and put your eyes on me. Everybody watch them. Let's see how they're doing. Oh my word, they're doing so good. Fantastic. Red group, you guys, since you demonstrated so nicely, just earned us a marble. We are going to get that extra recess so fast. So excited. Blue group, show us how you are going to show your teacher you are ready for the next activity. Blue group is going to walk over. They're going to sit in their seat. Their hands are going to be just like this. Their mouths are going to be closed, of course, and their eyes are going to be on their teacher. Blue group, are you ready? Go. Everybody look at the blue group. Aren't they doing good? Oh my word. Blue group, you just earned us another marble. And you go through that with the students and you practice that again and again and again. And sometimes you give them 2 marbles, and sometimes when they don't do what you say, you're like, oh man, everybody's to their seat, but I see like only 5 people looking at me, which thank you 5 people. Kiss your brain. You were doing it right. Ooh. But I see some people who aren't, so I cannot put a marble in. I am feeling sad because I so want to go out for that recess. Can we try it again? Let's try it again. And so you practice. And then you do it again. Not everybody walked. I'm so sad because I cannot give a marble because we have to walk. All right? Should we try it again? Let's try it again. And you just keep practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. And you think, will they ever get it? And the answer is, kinda. Yes, they will. They will. Because you're seeing them, you are noticing them, you are giving a reward, you're hyping up that reward, and they really want it. But do you see how I am giving the directions actually quickly? But I am allowing them to practice. and practice and practice and practice so that they don't even really need to hear the directions when it comes to crunch time. They already know. Their muscle memory is in. My teacher wants me to walk. She wants me to go to my seat with my hands like this. Some people think, oh, that's punitive. Don't make them go like this. Yes. Because if they're not like this, then their hands are all over everything. I want their hands right here. I want their bottoms in their chair, and I want their eyes on me. And I want them to be quiet. All right? And we practice that, and we practice that, and we practice that. So something as simple as a marble jar is perfect for a classroom management technique. I've also had like a cookie sheet with little brownie, laminated brownie pieces on magnets that as we filled up the cookie sheet with brownies at the end, we would have a brownie party or a treat party or whatever. All right. As if you can connect it to a reward, that's perfect. Now, I have a video that talks about using music to help you like co-teach, to help with those routines and procedures. And then instead of using your voice, music will help you to do that. Because the way I had it set up in my classroom is that if they heard this song, they knew time to put my papers away. If they heard this song, they knew, oh, we're going to go on to recess or music or PE. We're going to be leaving the room, so we need to clean up and get to our seats. All right? So a certain behavior was connected with a certain song, so they knew I just would put on the song and they would just, it was magic. And why? Because we practiced. Okay? One last thing before I go. When you're first starting out, give yourself some grace. One thing that you need to remember is that when you ask for their attention, do not delay. Especially kindergarten and first graders. If you say, class, class, and they say, yes, yes, don't sit for a second and think, what do I want them to do? No. You say, class, class, and they say, yes, yes. And that's from the whole brain teaching. If anyone ever wants to research that, give credit where credit is due. Whole brain teaching, an amazing system for helping you manage the behavior of your students. That's just one little bit. But you don't wait to tell them what to do. You are moving quickly and fast. Especially don't ever ask kindergartners and first graders to do something that they can't do. They can't sit for more than 6-7 minutes on the carpet, especially when they're first starting out. If you see those little bodies squirming about, it's not them. All right? It's your lesson. They need to get up. They need to move. You need to switch it up. Don't ask them to sit because they can't. Don't penalize them for not being able to sit because they can't. Okay? That's another thing that you need to remember. All right? So if you haven't caught that video on using music, make sure you do that. And it will help you a ton. Also, the words that you use are so important. And if you like podcasts, I invite you over to my podcast, Rockin This Teacher Thing. And I interview a teacher. She happens to be my sister. And we talked about a book called Power of Our Words. I believe that is what it is. And she loves that book. And it is one of my most popular downloads. It is something really great. So I invite you to go to that podcast, Rockin This Teacher Thing, and that episode, Power of Our Words, with my sister, Amy. All right. Until next time, I will talk to you later. Go get them. Remember, you're the boss of your classroom, and you can bring joy to your classroom just by being you. All right. I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.